Testing, 1, 2, 3. What's going on, fellow rogues? It's Mass Mayor here, and welcome in for what's now going to be the second out of 4 streams total that I'm doing for Friday. Welcome in for UFO 50, guys. And I'm actually going to kind of like, I don't think I can click out of this or whatever. Let me try and like, get like, the music's a little bit loud and everything, so I'm trying to like kind of get it in. Hang on a second. Let me see if y'all can hear me a little bit better. I'm trying to like, get this. I don't think I can turn it off. Yeah, it's gonna keep playing. I'm just gonna actually kind of click on out of this for. Hang on. I'm just gonna like quit for a second. I'll get right back into the game in just a second, guys. Sorry about that, because I just want to kind of address things. So yeah, as I said, this is gonna be the second of 4 streams total that I'm doing today. I haven't slept. Those on Blue Sky as well as Instagram, like I did like a little post explaining some things and everything. But yeah, obviously I went, like you guys like go and watch like the stream for Liminal Core. I went live with that around like 1:30 a.m. and it's currently 8:41 a.m. I originally said on Blue Sky that I was gonna like kind of like and I think I said on like the Liminal Core stream that I was gonna wait a few hours and then do this the stream we're doing now for UFO 50, because we're gonna be checking out Night Manor, but I'll get them into more of that like after I get through this, like explain exactly what Night Manor is. But yeah, the original plan was I was going to try to go live around 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. or whatever, but I kind of got, held up a little bit by things, like, again. But mainly it's because I tried to get a little bit of, what little bit of packing done that I could over the, over the past few minutes before I went live. And I also kind of, was basically just kind of, doing, a little bit of clean, basically some stuff I needed to do around the house. Kind of keep myself occupied until I actually, was kind of, comfortable going live. I kind of, did a few things around the house to, just kind of I guess, I don't know. I'm trying to collect my thoughts here. Bear with me. I'm tired. But I promise I'm going to be getting some sleep after this stream. I'm not going to be going in all 4 streams without any sleep. I'm going to rest after this. I promise you guys. And then tonight we'll be doing 10 bells as well as one last clip, for my final streams before the vacation tomorrow. But yeah, it's mainly I just kind of was doing a few things around the house. Like I have a whole bed frame for my bed that's been sitting outside for the past week. I finally got around to bringing that in. And so my bed is now properly set up in my room. It's not just like a mattress laying on the floor. I got like, some clothes put away, and, got like a few little things like, already, finally packed, for the trip tomorrow. And and then I went on and went live. One reason for it is 'cause I wanted like, like little more time, past 7 a.m. pass. So like more people can possibly have a chance to come in here and everything, be awake and, and get up, get their coffee or whatever. Hopefully come in and hang out with me for this one. But the point is that, like, yeah, there were some things that happened that kind of delayed me being able to go live as soon as I wanted to. Originally, Liminal Core and UFO 50, I was gonna be playing them yesterday after I got back from the gym, but got held up by a few hours, and finally got live around 1:30 a.m. And like I said, I kind of like decided I wanted to, instead of like doing the streams back to back, I wanted to get a little bit of food, and you know, kind of like just go live after like daybreak, with UFO 50. And again, I got the other two games I'll be doing tonight, but that'll be after I get some rest. So as far as what we're gonna be playing here, so Night Manor is like, so when I did like my first two streams for UFO 50, I went through, I think I kind of like checked out like half the games on the first stream, and then I checked out the other half on the latter stream, on the second stream. For those who don't know what UFO 50 is, it's like a gaming compilation of like 50 different retro style games that was made through a collaboration of multiple indie devs, like over a period of, I want to say, I think it was like, I can't remember if it was 6 years or how long it was or how many devs it was, but it was a pretty lengthy process in regards to like all of them working together and making up like, and pretty much putting together this compilation similar. I think there was like Action 52 or whatever it was, with the difference being the action, like was it Action 52 or Action something? I keep on like getting it mixed up. I want to say it was Action 52. Did I get it right? Action 52. Okay, so at least I got it right. The exception being that Action 52 was a very buggy and glitchy mess. I think it's got like a lot of negative reviews. Like the games like were just very unbalanced, very glitchy, very buggy. But UFO 50 is kind of like the exact opposite in that it's pretty much just like a chef's kiss. It's got like all these games, nothing there's demos, nothing that's incomplete or anything like that. And the devs are always like patching out. Literally right here, if you see, there's like multiple patches they've done, even like like throughout October and all that. They're constantly patching it, constantly updating it, and making sure that everything is working properly. So this actually is how you properly do a compilation. And it's like I said, it's got like games across all genres. It's got Metroidvanias, it's got shoot 'em ups, it's got side scrollers, it's got just basically, if there's like a genre game you like, it's got strategy games as well. If there's a genre you like, chances are there's probably going to be like a game that fits that niche, in UFO 50. And they even have like a cool little story where some of the games are linked, some have sequels. Um, and it's just like a little like story, like with basically behind like a fictional devs, like a fictional gaming studio, gaming company with actual lore behind the games, like as far as like their development was concerned. So it's really, cool, like just kind of like just going and seeing like everything the game has to offer. There's even like something I definitely would get from Fan Gamer. It's gonna be releasing in February, and I definitely want to pre-order this because this is just gonna be like a pretty awesome thing. I can already tell. So and I love this because this is something you don't see that much anymore. They actually have, anyone who kind of like just looks at this and sees that what it is, this definitely like screams like old school, strategy guide. You don't really see those that much anymore because we're in the internet and everything. But it's got 116 pages, and it pretty much goes through every single game with tips and everything. It's got stickers and all that. So 116 pages, 100 stickers. And obviously, it very much screams like nostalgia as far as like the old gaming magazines. It's got comic books. It kind of like has like some Nintendo Power like vibes to it. So this is gonna be like $24, and I want to get it for the sake of like, I guess like the money goes directly to the devs. I'm not sure, but considering how much I love this game, I definitely want to pick this up just because I think this is just like it's really cool. It's even like this thing right here. It makes you think a lot of like I mean, I know there's like a few different games that did. I know like Earthbound definitely did it, but they had like the clay style figures and everything. I know Earthbound did it in their own strategy guide and all that, and even like in the box, like on the promotional art and everything. This just definitely screams like, I think like Prima or what it was, like Prima strategy guides and like Nintendo Power and all that. So I'm definitely gonna be picking this up, no doubt about it. So yeah, Night Manor is basically a game that harkens back to like what little bit I saw of it. I'm pretty sure that it harkens back to like the old Macventure games, like from back in the day. You can get on the NES and so on. So it's pretty much like we're talking like Uninvited, which I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like its main inspirations. Uninvited was heavily horror focal, Shadowgate, and of course the Deja Vu series, which was Deja Vu and its sequel. And eventually, I'd like to actually go through and do Uninvited on this channel. And I know Shadowgate's got some kind of thing beyond Shadowgate, like a very heavily updated game on Steam. That's based, I think, like the original vision behind the game, or like an extended vision behind, from the original creator of Shadowgate, of the one on NES. So yeah, it's gonna be a point and click. I'm pretty, so yeah. Night Manor is basically gonna be like a point and click adventure, horror focal. That I'm pretty sure is gonna have like heavy inspiration, if anything, definitely from Uninvited. And I think the game's supposed to be about 2 hours. So I'm gonna see if I can hopefully beat it today. But this is like the main one from UFO 50 I've been wanting to play. So anyways, that being said, we got the ad roll. We're about to do in about 5 seconds, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Give me something to drink. Give me some caffeine in my system, and we're gonna get started. So I'll see you guys in a few. All right. Hold on a second, guys. All right, yeah. Also, I think he might. And I forgot to close my door. Come back in. All right, just give me 1 second. What I love about having a house where I can actually roll around the floor now, compared to like back when my previous place where like there was like a dip, like it was actually like a gap in the floor where I couldn't actually roll my chair around. So yeah, love this house. Anyways, that's a clip. So yeah, put that right there. And I want to put my heart rate monitor on as well, guys. Also, if I'm seeing a little more upbeat now, I know it definitely didn't kick in yet, but it's been like kind of like just a regular thing in my past few streams, like where I've been like running late and everything, and like all hours, where I've just had like a little slight piece of my little tiramisu cake that I've been kind of like slowly chipping away at like throughout the week, and also you know soda. Probably like when I went to the grocery store last night, I should have got me a ghost, but yeah. I mean, hey, this will do. And also, I don't really need like a whole energy drink anyway, since I am gonna be going to sleep after this. But again, I'm definitely excited for like the anomaly detection games I'll be playing tonight. But I do know that when I go to sleep, it's definitely like one thing that's gonna help is I did my weighted blanket came in the mail yesterday. I told you guys previously I actually recently decided to kind of like bite the bullet and buy a weighted blanket. And I've got that I've got up down on my bed in there. So I promise you guys, as soon as I finish that, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna be sleeping. I know I'm gonna be sleeping good because weighted blankets are a godsend. But anyways, yeah, I definitely can't wait to try those. Which, speaking of, I'm also gonna be saving some of these for you to try when y'all come get me. I don't know if you'll like them, but I was thinking those actually might go pretty good with chocolate. Yeah, I got a few left. Damn, that's loud. Holy heck. And things, I don't know if I can actually adjust the volume in this or not. I don't know if I really tried. One thing I really like about UFO 50 is that I think it's actually, very much accessible for people because it like really uses only like the D-pad and like, and like 2 buttons. Okay, there's audio settings. All right. I'll turn it down a little bit for you guys. All right. That should be good. All right. Alright. So yeah, so far we've only got like 1 gold because there's only 1 game I completed, which was Porgy. So I eventually do want to start playing more of this. But there's like several games here, obviously. I mean, I know like Mooncat, that's one I want to do. I think like Block Koala. I think Caramel was one I was going to do as well. But obviously the main one we're doing here is going to be Night Manor. So I'm so excited for this, guys. This is one I've been wanting to play. You probably shouldn't have let the party angry. Amy was out of line, but then again, she's been going through a lot. Wait, what's that? I'm going to clarify that wasn't my fault. This will overwrite your current... Yes, I didn't really get far in. I was in the first room, but I'm just going to go and start a new game. This game contains scenes of horror and dread. Player discretion advised. Well, what's your advisory? I mean... Alright, I don't know if I'm really going to need the heart rate monitor, but I mean, I got it on, so... You never know. Where am I? You mutter as you wake up in a strange room. The last thing you remember is driving your car. And then you hit something in the road. That wasn't something. I hit a whole ass person. I don't know, don't be trying to like, sell that short. We hit a whole human. Well, I guess he was human. Sorry, you try to make sense of your new surroundings. Alright. So I was just kind of curious to see like how this actually would function with I guess like whoa. Okay, hold on. Okay, yeah, controller is definitely best for this. A simple metal spoon with a flat handle. There appears to be a bite marks all over. So what salad fingers come through here or something? For those who know, for those who are on Newgrounds, you know who I'm talking about. Apparently salad fingers has been here. Special bomb with that spoon. An empty ceramic bowl. It smells like old dog food. That says something when, like, apparently even the food here is so bad that even the dog food or wherever they're resorting to the spoon over the dog food. You shudder at the realization that you were curled up on a ragged mattress just moments ago. Small and dingy storage room has been repurposed as a holding cell. Years of dirt and grime cling to the walls. What appears to be a closed trapdoors in the ceiling just out of reach. I feel like I'm in the black phone all of a sudden. The only window in the room is boarded out from the other side. So realistically speaking, my take on it is this, okay? That's poor design as far as like trying to keep someone in the room. Now my thing is if it's on the outside, realistically if someone got some running like good speed, I mean unless it's like it's heavily nailed in there or highly bolted in, you'd want to like and I obviously have no experience with this, okay? I mean, I can understand like if it's on the inside, someone could probably like maybe pry everything loose. But if someone like really got some momentum and basically try to juggernaut towards that thing, they could push it outwards. You know, obviously if you're like if the board is on the inside and you slam into it, it's not going to give any give or whatever. But if it's like, you know, on the outside of the window, if you put, you know, you run towards it, you're going to be pushing that board outwards. So if someone really was determined where they could probably actually maybe kind of like loosen it. But that's just me. I mean, I'd probably gonna try to like pry it with a spoon. All right, so it seems very. All right, so apparently there's only like 2 functions here. There's just like, you know, look and grab. So looks like the vent cover can come off, but you can't seem to get a good enough grip on it with your bare hands. We've got a spoon. How do I access the spoon? Oh, okay, never mind. Duh. I'll use a spoon on the door on this. Try to pry the boards off with a spoon, but realize that's probably not a good idea when the spoon starts to bend. I can bend it back in place. I mean, it's not. I don't think it's gonna hurt the spoon. You take the bowl. Can I take the mattress? You search through the mattress only to find bugs crawling through it seems. Well, hey, if we got some termites, you know, we can put them to work. That's saying they get like, you know, just food benefits and everything. You know, they won't complain. Right. Okay. Anyways, use a spoon to pry the vent cover off with ease. So we're gonna go Shawshank Redemption, just like, you know, just carve through the wall. You take the folded piece of paper and hairpin holding it together. Lost his mind. Why? We're about to go Master of Unlocking here. You stick the hairpin into the lock and wiggle it around. The hairpin becomes stuck, but you hear the lock click open. Eat that, Jill Valentine. Okay, I'm digging the music here. Hallway stretches out before you with a staircase at the end. Pale moonlight shines in from the door to your left. Well, I don't think I want to go. Ew. What that? Why look? The wood of this door appears to be infested by some kind of fungus. A fungus among us. There are mushrooms growing out of it. Okay, stay away from the nasty ass door. All right, I can dig it. I'm assuming a wooden door. It's closed. Well, let's open it. Simple tile floor bathroom is fairly clean, despite the cloying smell of mildew hanging in the air. Barely clean my ass. You not see that on that sink right there? Of course, I'm looking at this, and the first thing I'm thinking is clock tower. You really want to put your hand in that foul water. This thing is nearly overflowing with putrid brown water. Around the front of this medicine cabinet betrays your tired reflection. That's not very nice. You open the medicine cabinet. Inside, you find a pair of tweezers. Toilet flushes. Ah, shh! Let's not make any noise or anything here. It might not be a good idea. Whoa, hi. Toxie. Let the toxic there. Pull the shower curtain away to reveal a shocking sight. The mummified corpse in a tub is encrusted with mold and fungi. Alright. The edge of the tweezers keeps slipping off the hand of the mummy. It's hard to find a good angle. He's got something on. You want me to just grab that normally? What is it? Try as you might, you have noticed that they removed the ring that's presumably fused to the corpse's finger. Can I use a spoon? Use a spoon on it, but nothing happens. So we're gonna have to come back to this guy. Alright, understandable. You better start walking, dude. Don't just tell me nothing happens. Okay, note to self, let's not flush that toilet again. The bedroom appears to have common amenities, but nothing too specific. And indicated it is possibly a guest room. You open the standing closet. A single hook is hanging. Or it's apparently Candyman's been through here. Oh, it's an empty rack. Watch it, Thunder. Shut up. Sound design is what keeps getting me. It's like so simplistic, but that just came out of nowhere. You try to open the... That was technically a scare. I'll give it that one, Rogues. Try to open the jewelry box, but it seems to be locked. You open the drawer and notice various reading materials. Among them is a page that looks like it was torn off out of a journal. August 2nd, 1987. I spent the last few days sick in bed with some kind of flu, headache, nausea, etc. Today I was finally able to hold down some solid food. Funnily enough, my symptoms seemed to disappear the moment I had some of that tea that my therapist gave me. Was it mushroom tea? She didn't mention anything about it being a flu cure, but I'd like to believe that it helped. Take the journal entry too. Alright, another journal entry. I like how it labels them. May 27th, 1987. Things have been tense with Cheryl since losing my job with the firm. I had to calmly explain to her that our financial wasn't done reading that. I had to calmly explain to her that our financial situation is not in jeopardy and that she can continue working on her fashion design projects without having to worry about anything. I'm still pretty irritated, so I think I'm gonna try a cup of that relaxation tea now. That's mushroom tea, and it's like not really the best mushrooms. I'm pretty sure, you know, you bury them under the towels and clothing in the drawer, you find some batteries that might come in handy. Cool. God. Okay. Which way are we going? We going this way now? Space living room might have been a cozy place to relax if you had come to this house at better terms. What the? You have to be like very specific on where you. There's the first journal entry. May 25th, 1987. My therapist suggested I keep a journal to write down anything that causes me stress, whether it's a minor annoyance or a major one. She said it would be an excellent tool to identify and manage daily stressors. She also sent me home with a tea that is said to promote that damn tea. Relaxation. What I have to lose. So here's my first journal entry. I bet she gave him mushroom tea because we're seeing all this fungus stuff and everything. Large television case and a sturdy wooden cabinet sits here. Inside the fireplace is a football-shaped object wrapped in cloth and tied tightly together with cord. Can we take it? Where that thing is in the fireplace is too big and heavy to be carried around. So why would you point it out? I gotta burn it or something? Ay, ay, ay. Get the matches. I'm gonna use it on this. You try to light the object in the fireplace, but flame just goes out. Maybe if there was a way to make it more flammable. So this is gonna be one of those types of games. So you know, this expansive foyer reaches all the way up to the second floor of the house. The twin staircases leading there. A fine wooden table surrounded by 6 chairs is at the center of this lavish dining room. Be good for them. Take the journal entry 4. July 18th, 1987. Today I was at the sunroom enjoying a cup of that tea. There's something about that tea. It has a unique musky aroma that's really starting to grow on me. I bet you it is. Sadly, my piece ended when I noticed that the kids had gotten handprints all over the glass. We can only afford to have the housekeeper here once a week now, so I guess I'm the one who's stuck with cleaning it up. Oh my god, it's dreaded like, you know, handprints on the glass. Oh my god, I'm gonna like break a nail. Ain't that serious, dude. Touching leaves this plant confirms it is indeed artificial. Well, I mean, I like the candelabra. China cabinet is tightly sealed and you don't even see a way of opening it. What the fuck? You step into the kitchen, the first thing you notice is a foul smell, but then you realize there's someone else here with you. What? I'm just gonna take that knife. Great. So it begins. All right. He turns around suddenly, raising that very large cleaver in his hand. You begin to tremble in fear. What the fuck are you? The hell? Hey, stop it. No. Run, stupid. Okay, this thing is literally... It's the perfect time for that. Run, dumbass. Heart pounding your chest, you duck behind the curtains and cover your mouth, hoping to hide. Oh, shit. Step up, buddy. I'll kick your ass. Go away. Whoa, shit. Hey! Somehow you must have given yourself away. Bullshit! Intense pain consumes you. You wonder what you did to deserve such a horrible end. You fall to the ground in a pool of blood. And then wake up in a cold sweat. You sons of bitches. You run your hands over your body, feel nothing. Was it just a nightmare? No, that was a bunch of crap is what that was. Ooh, I want to whoop his ass. Alright. So, apparently, that was, I don't know. Definitely, you know, I'm just worried now. I know this jerk is like somewhere around here. Alright, well, he's not. Give me that damn knife. Yeah, my knife now. Mine. The refrigerator is filled with cans of dog food and rotting meat. You close the door before the smell can reach your nose. August 15th, 1987. Today I was outside, enjoying my tea, when one of the landscapers bumped in my cup and spilled it onto the ground. To my surprise, Baxter ran over and started licking up the puddle immediately. Instead of being mad, I just laughed. Who knew dogs like tea? You open the door to see what looks like the charred remains of a turkey. At least you hope that's what it is. You open the kitchen sink, hoping to find various cleaning supplies, and a large bottle of train cleaner. You take it. There's an empty jar of moldoc that smells pungent. You decide to leave it there. You open the dishwasher and find it completely empty. Alright. Nothing particularly useful. Okay, Run stench size enough to make your eyes water. What about the freezer? Freezer's contents are still in a block of solid ice. The house is already quite cold, so you shut the door. Smell of chlorine hangs faintly in the cool, wet air as the sound of crickets drone through the night. It's too far to reach it. Would I want to? Four stone lion statues, modeled with moss and lichen, stand like sentinels in front of a dark, foreboding gate of oxidized copper. In stillness of the night, small critters can be heard rustling through the overgrown grass of the unkempt backyard. I want to say, like, you know, I'll carry that thing around, like, you know, and watch me. You don't know me. I'll be on, like, you know, carry that thing. I'll use it like when Buddy Boy Overy comes at me. All right. The hex, you say? Blocking the front door from the other side? What do you mean? Alright, so yeah, I mean... Here. You update the concept of the drain clear into the sink. Moments later, the foul water is sucked down the drain. You try to take the shiny object out of the drain, but your fingers are just too big to fit into a small opening. Tweezers for this? Use tweezers, you actually pick up a silver key from the drain, but lose the tweezers down. You dumbass! At least I got the key. Ah! That wasn't good. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. I knew it! No! You don't see me! I knew I was gonna alert this son of a bitch! No! What do you mean not a time? It's the perfect. Get the hell through the door. Ah, shit. Okay, at least I'm hiding. Feels like a traitor. You hear them turn around and leave, despite your fear you survived. Yeah, screw that guy. Freaking moldy ass. Mushroom. Hey, fuck off. I saw you. Go away. Also, that was a scare. I saw that silhouette. Hell no. No, this game's got me tense. Right? It's got me messed up. Thing is, like, shouldn't even be scared of this game. I mean, it's like, it's weird because, like, you know, I played, like, much worse and everything. Now somehow this is scaring me. But I guess it's just, like, you know, because the atmosphere or whatever. It's just, like, you know, I'm so used to, like, things like, it's just, like, the sudden pop-up and all that, I suppose, when the thing appears. I got an idea on something. First, can we go in there? There in this dusty garage is a bouquet of mildew and motor oil. Single, no more like a puke. Single light bulb casts in the room in a yellow glow. Rest it shut. Alright, I know we needed that. Oil can. This is some lore. Now, realistically, I could use that to my advantage in regards to, like, you know, if I wanted, like, to alert the guy. If I want to actually alert him, so I actually, you know, can, like, force him to show up. Baxter's been vomiting. All right, August 16th, 1987. Baxter's been vomiting to the point of dry heaving all day. He won't eat or drink anything. The kids are very upset, and Cheryl won't stop blaming me because she thinks it was my tea that made him sick. Unbelievable. Unfortunately, our personal vet is out of town, and all others are closed, so we'll have to wait until tomorrow morning. Poor doggo. You get the car door handle yanked, but unfortunately it's locked. Okay. Duct tape. Stop it, Thunder. I wonder if I can use the hook on this. Hook would be ideal for grabbing the floating object, but it's not nearly long enough to reach it on its own. So, tie a line of duct tape to it. That's what I do. Okay, at least we got some ideas on where we can go. Not for much longer, it ain't. Okay, so it's a copper key we need. What about this? Okay, so... honestly, I just dread going back inside the house. Okay, at least I can go up here now. Right. Put the batteries in the flashlight and try to turn it on. To your delight, the flashlight... Alright, now I should be able to go up there. Hey, dork, you know, you got... Go on. Your flashlight chases away the darkness, revealing a central archway and two wooden doors. Alright, cool. Go to this one. Oh, hell no. Posters are small, and identical beds indicate this is a bedroom for two young children. Okay. Okay, this actually makes it a little worse. Try to open the music box, but it's held shut by some locking mechanism. You notice a small hole on the side of the music box. All right, well, I doubt this is gonna work. Okay, October 5th, 1987. Worst fight with my wife in a long time. Yesterday, the kids were playing in the yard where the dog was buried. Oof. Today, they are very sick. Wife blames me, saying I should have taken care of the stuff that was growing under the tree and that it made them sick. I know the tea will help them, so I will make some for them to drink. It didn't help the dog, did it? Dumbass. What about in here? Layout of this hallway is similar to the one on the first floor, except that you're told for total guards, you better watch your step. What the hell did I get back down here? Cozy little lounge is decorated with trophies and might be a nice place to relax under different circumstances. I'll come back up that in a second. Here we go. Now it doesn't turn, there's no keyhole. This must be locked from inside. There's an eeriness about this pitch black playroom. Once a place for merriment, as evidenced by the many toys. And a small hatch on the bottom reveals there aren't even batteries in it. 14. October 9th, 1997. Wife said kids seem worse. She begs me to take them to the doctor. She is wrong. She's always wrong. I know they will be fine. I will get them tea. They will get better. Okay, are we going in itchy tasty territory here, dude? Because I'm seeing that, you know, he seems like he's starting to kind of go downhill. I think he's going itchy tasty. You never go itchy tasty. Now, why do I need to get that infernal thing out of my freaking inventory? Get that thing out of my freaking inventory. I don't want it. That's all I need. I don't want a doll in my inventory. I'll chuck this thing. I wonder. Dollhouse? Nah. Dark attics. Ugh. This has been forgotten time. Dust covers every inch of the floor and cobwebs choke the rats over. Great. Freaking mannequins, man. This game's like just gotta play into my phobias, don't you? Was that number 4 that I got? Or number 3. Saw Cheryl sticking one of my pool cues in the pool today. I shouted, "Honey, that's not how you play pool." Thinking some humor might hide my irritation. Turns out she had attached something to the end of it to fish out a necklace that had dropped in. I just wish she hadn't used one of my expensive cues for that. I got you. Bronze. So chances are that means we're gonna need if it's bronze, this ain't gonna work, but it's worth a try. I'm just worried like that jackass is gonna show up at any time, so I'm trying to like. All right. Was there somewhere where there was a pool where we could like get a there was a pool table? Like, I'm trying to, like, remember. I can swear I thought there was a pool table somewhere, but I can't remember. I mean, I've been like wandering through like so much, just trying to like, you know, keep moving around. Did I go this way? It's not, that's not the right way to go. Okay, that's back to the kitchen. See, I'm goofing up. Shut up, Thunder. All right, I need to go back upstairs. Okay, back upstairs again. Obviously, I mean, I've got to have some in my, unless I gotta look somewhere else. I mean, hey, what's that? Can I? All right, that's that. Up to the attic. Let me try checking the or inside of it. All right, so the question is, just gotta be like so, like, you know. So where do we go? Like, what do we do? I mean, I can always go back out to the garage, I guess. I'm just trying not to linger too long. Okay, what do we do with that? Yeah, I don't like that noise I heard. Trash. Oh, picking through the trash. You need a tetanus shot, I guess. The load dissolves the rust and the box remains open. Inside the box is a red gas can and a crowbar. You take both. That sounds like a plan. The question is, where can I use the... I'll bop his head off if he shows up. Hold up. Bullshit. Oh, God damn it. If you don't leave me the fudge alone, what is your problem? Asshole. Oh, know what? Damn it. Cheater. I'll whoop your ass. Show up again, see what happens. Square up, punk. Circle up, square up, triangle up, I don't care, you know. I'll whoop your ass. You don't want... And moldy ass. I don't like him. And that time it wasn't really much of a scare, it was just an annoyance. And that's the problem, like, you know, I just ran right back into him and everything. You know, you try, as apparently, like, you know, if you go back the wrong way, and it's just like, you know, when you're, the way this is designed, it's like, you know, trying to get away from him. I'm just curious about, like, the keys here. What would they be for? Realistically, I've been on deck the guy with, like, the crowbar. I've got a whole crowbar, and I've got a knife and everything. I can fight back against this jerk. I mean, right back into the maniac's clutches. Yeah, I wasn't exactly planning to. think it's just kind of like a little bit. Now we're talking. Burn, baby, burn. The object immediately bursts into flames. After a few minutes of burning, it was reduced to a pile of ash. What is that? Take a brilliant red gemstone from the ashes in the fireplace. It's a ruby. I wonder if I gotta put that like on the lion statue or something. Only to find out. Okay, first off, thought about it. It said there's something inside the doll or whatever. You mean so you got a perfect opportunity to smack this thing and break it or whatever and get it out of my inventory, but we can't do it? So there's probably going to be like a... Alright, so we know it. I'm hoping... Okay, so that's the case where I'm hoping it means like... Should only be like, and just like, you know, pretty much just put them in whatever it says. Like, there's no need to like take it out. There's enough space between the door and its frame for you to pry it open. BS. I know you didn't just alert. Oh, you dumbass. Oh. Side area of the house is completely smaller than the back yard. Looks like it was once used as a flower garden. I thought like once they smacked it or whatever, I was like, oh my god, I know you did not just alert this thing to my presence. I got a spoon. See, realistically speaking, that should have worked. It's growing to cover almost every interior surface. The aroma of vegetation is overwhelming. And I just realized I forgot to go live on YouTube, Rogues, so I'm gonna like at least try to export this to YouTube, I suppose. Ah, this has been a morning. I noticed I didn't have any viewers on YouTube. I was like, wait, I looked over. I didn't go live on YouTube. It's fine. I'll just have to export it, I guess. Baxter did not make it through the night. I just finished burying him under the cherry tree. His favorite spot to sleep. Charlie and Becky are beside themselves with sadness. I can cut it. What do you mean you can't find a good angle? Yeah, good boy. Hang on. Alright, so I'm not like really seeing anything else I can really do in here right now. It's fine. I mean, I'll just have to... It just kind of sucks, but... Here we go. The large imposing house stands before you. Almost defiantly, you love nothing more than leave its vicinity. Seems to be a sort of latch inside the hexagonal opening of this plat, but you can't seem to manipulate it. Is there anything I can do? Like, I'm basically right. Oh, come on! Come on. I don't like you. Okay, so apparently as long as I guess like if I just, it's like 3 strikes, you're out. Jackass. Okay, at least I stayed them off again. Okay. Jam the flat end of the crowbar behind the door and pop it off easily. The rest of them will soon follow. So now I can get in much. I base a lot of shortcut, which is awesome. I just wish I knew how to actually, you know. I'm gonna try something else. Here we go. I think. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to, like, you know, attach it to the crowbar. Okay, so we need something else for that. It might be a pool cue like they were talking about before. I just smashed it open. I don't care. They're not gonna come back. Probably dead. Kind of concerned because it said like I'd made it rock. I'm hoping I did not just. It's just this game is like so confusing. Right. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. So I didn't investigate this before, Mary. I doubled back. Take the journal entry 10. September 1st, 1987. One of the landscapers showed me something unusual today. He pointed out a patch of strange tendrils that were growing up from the ground where I buried Baxter 2 weeks ago. I had no idea what they were, but I noticed a pungent and familiar smell. It smelled a lot like my tea. Told you so! I'm like, it's like mushroom tea or whatever, but I've seen a lot of fungus among us, so. Okay, I'm not gonna touch that. There we go. Question is, please let this key work. Will it work? Sheesh! Too many locked doors here. Okay. Nice. You pull the object close to you with the hook pole. It's surprisingly heavy. As it gets closer, you realize it's a corpse. I knew it was that when I first saw it. Skin crawls, you reach down and remove a copper key from the corpse's belt. Copper. Which one was copper again? Wasn't the one in the attic? One way to find out. Okay, that's bronze. We need copper. What was copper again? It's like you have to be like, you know, dead on, like with. Okay, so both ways like lead back. Okay, where was the where's the copper hang on. I'm not gonna like doing this, but sorry, buddy. Wait, hold up. BS, it doesn't do anything. That would have been my first like thought. That's not even fair. Okay. Shit. I was gonna have an ad break soon, guys. I was make sure I can actually pause. Can work on this? Worth a try with both of them. Alright, onto the yard, I guess. Things are on time for dumbass to show back up anytime now. Got it. Small confines of this wooden shed feel cramped and claustrophobic. Wood dust seems to cover every surface of this tiny space. Screwdriver. Journal entry 11. September 12th, 1987. No matter how many times we get rid of the tendrils, they keep coming back. It's some sort of fungus, I'm told. A friend gave me a recipe for a treatment that is said to get rid of all manners of mold and fungi by killing it at the root. I tied it into my computer so I wouldn't lose it. So we gotta find this guy's computer to get like a recipe to kill this fungus, I suppose. Can't seem to tear otherwise open the sack with your bare hands, but what's this? You notice a slight bulge inside the sack. He's happy to see me. Okay, I'm gonna remember that vice right there too. Should be able to slice it open. Slice the sack open with a knife, causing dirt to cascade on the floor. There's something shiny in the dirt. Bronze key. I know where that goes. First things first, though. Shovel pierces the ground with ease. Not long after you start digging, you feel the shovel hit something. Inside the hole, the skeletal remains of what appears to be an animal of some sort. Aw. Doggo. Steel key. Alright. Use the head shears to cut away the vines that have grown over this metal box. Once removed, the box opens easily. Rusty hacksaw. Okay. Probably ain't gonna be able to use it here, but... Another shortcut. That's always nice. All right. Bronze key fits perfectly into the lock and it opens it. Inside the chest is a large crossbow. I'll shoot that motherfucker if he shows up. He don't want to try me. Not like he's gonna work on him. I mean, he don't know me. I'll try. All right, hold on. We got like another key, right? I will shoot him. I am not playing around. All right, so we got the steel key. Hang on. We don't have a gold one. Matter of fact, bring it on, punk ass. Well, at least I know I can do it. I'll get you. I'll get your ass. I'm gonna get you. Just wait. I'm gonna get you. I'll get you. Now I know I can actually shoot your ass. It said you'd love to shoot him, but there's no bolt loads. Wait till I get a bolt. I'm gonna end you. I'm gonna end your ass. I'm tired of being chased by you. You freaking moldy meatball headed looking something. Yeah, shoot, go away. You better consider yourself lucky. I'm gonna load this crossbow and it's gonna be on. Punk ass. Anyways, trying to think like what else can I so it said rusty hacksaw. You think oil, we can like lubricate it. I'll give his ass tetanus. Don't at me. I'm trying to think. I'm gonna go and say it straight up, Rose. I absolutely love this game. This has been like, really fun. Screwdriver. Trying to think here. What else can we? I mean, it's worth a try. All right, because we got like so much stuff here we can use, but it's just a matter of trying to figure out what I can use it on. The wrench. I don't know if I can use the wrench on. I'm gonna go back out to the garage, see if there's anything I'm missing. It said like with the right tools. I got tools. By bolts, huh? I think I already used this, didn't I? Needs a new motor. Of course it does. You know what? Now I think about it, this does look like it could be car keys. Well, I want to see if there's anything in there, okay? Dark stain. What was the point? Alright, ad break coming up, Rogue, so I'm gonna go ahead and actually do that real quick and then we'll get back to this. But yeah, I'm definitely enjoying this game. And can't wait to like actually, see what else we get into with this. this is probably like hands down, probably like been like the best part of like UFO 50 for me so far. So anyways, give me about like, 3 minutes. I'll be right back. All right, guys. And yeah, it reminds me of Clock Tower so much on how it feels atmospherically. Yeah, definitely. Like I said, if you never played Uninvited, it was a game on the NES, but I think I can't remember if it started on the computer or what. But there's definitely like a lot of like inspiration from Uninvited. Like I said, the Macventure games, like Deja Vu, that was like a detective one. Shadowgate was more like a, I guess I remember that being like kind of like more like a fantasy, role playing, like a fantasy game. But Uninvited was like the purely horror one. This one definitely has like a lot of like Uninvited vibes. But thing is, that one there was never really like any actual things that would chase you around. Usually what killed you in that one was stuff you interacted with. So this is like a vast, like, contrast in that compared to Uninvited and like in the other Macventure stuff, which is like, if you did the wrong thing, interact with the wrong, object or whatever, did something, pretty much in the sense of it, like, there was this one thing where like, there was a well-known, like, entity in Uninvited where if you didn't have like, the proper thing to like, attack it with, it would like kill you. Um, Yeah, but this is like different in that it don't seem there's anything that's really much of a threat except for that one creature, and that's basically where the clock tower vibes come in because it kind of gives like definitely like a Scissor Man vibe, or even like Nemesis from Resident Evil. Because that's the thing, both of them are like known for the fact they can chase you from room to room. So it's definitely like it's like a mix of Uninvited or like the Macventure stuff. You can kind of definitely see like a lot of inspiration there, but it kind of like also blends that with like a persistent threat that shows up from time to time, just like Scissor Man and Nemesis do. So, yeah, it's kind of like a cross between both of those. It's like Clock Tower and Resident Evil 3 mixed with, Uninvited. Alright, so we got the crossbow. Hang on. So curious about what we can use the knife on. You know, I just thought about this. I don't care. I'm gonna try it. The only thing is, it's like it's throwing me off a little bit on. Sheesh. Alright, because this thing right here has got something, but I'm gonna laugh this work. Like, how's that even what the hell? I tell you, like, I feel like the oil should do something. Like, you figure, like, you know, usually in, like, a lot of, like, you know, different, like, scenarios like this, you know, you'd have to, like, you know, use the oil, like, to, loosen thing off of it. Like, he's got a ring on him or something. It's probably, like, some very, like, half-assed solution I'm not thinking of. Last thing, they're literally saying, like, right here, like... Uh-oh. The saw work. Well, I guess it kind of makes sense because it's serrated compared to a knife, but I would, like, try to use the oil to, like, lubricate his hand or whatever. You saw through the corpse's dry, leathery flesh with a sickening grate. Eventually, the finger comes off, bearing the ring with it. Okay, so we don't know what this is going to be for or whatever, but at least we got the ring. So I feel like by all accounts, there really shouldn't be too much else we got to do in here. I mean, we're basically done in here. That's the last place I need to be. I wonder. Let me make sure I got everything out of the shed real quick. Now that I think about it. That's what I thought. Held together by bolts, huh? Using the wrench and a little elbow grease, you work the rusty bolts off and manage to pull the motor out. Alright. So here's my take on this. I could escape, I think. But I've got a lot of stuff here that kind of says there's something... I ain't turning that on. Because I know if I do, then Jackass is going to show. He's probably going to do it anyway. Watch this. I'm waiting for it. I know he's going to show up. I think we did everything we... I'm glad you're not, because we don't need to do that. Like, I don't know what the insignia thing is gonna like be for. All I know is like it's over. I wonder. I wonder if it could be we got. I mean, it's probably just gonna be like we gotta find the rest of these jewels. It's almost time for him to show back up. I know he's going to. Hey, I wonder. Do I have any more matches? I do not. Hold up. I just thought about it. I'm not gonna say it's gonna work. There's a vice over here. And I've got a porcelain doll. What do you mean nothing happens? That would have been my first thought. I mean, it wasn't really my first thought, but I figured that would have worked, but I don't know. I really thought that would have been it. I don't know if I need to do this, but a sentimental song begins to play. A sheet of paper falls out from underneath. What the hell? The piano. See, that's the thing. Some of the stuff I'm worried about is going to alert him I need to do. But, no, I fucking knew it. I knew it. Y'all tricked me. Y'all fucking tricked me. That's not even fair. Leave me the hell alone. It's the perfect time for that. With your heart pounding in the chest. What was that? I saw some moving over there. You... Behind the mannequins. Oh, you sons of bitches. Y'all gonna put me... The one time I gotta like depend on my arch enemy. Y'all know how much I hate mannequins. You're gonna like have them save my life. That's rich. That's hilarious. That's funny. I got a knife. I got a knife, a crowbar, and a bunch of tools, whatever. How the hell am I not fighting back against this jerk? Okay, at least I got through that perfectly. I've got a knife. You tell me I can't... I would have just jumped out and stabbed him. Okay, at least they'll leave me alone for now. For now. Oh yeah, let's go up here and just like play the piano. We just got rhythm. Let's like bring him right back. You play some sheet music on the stand. You begin playing the piano. On the 16th note, a wire snaps with a twang. You reach over and pull out the wire. They're mocking me, because I bet he's about to come back up here again. I knew it! I freaking knew it! This game, I swear, that's not even funny! Leave me the hell alone! You son of a... Where's my bush? I need my safety bush. This is the most unprofessional... I'll push your ass in that pool. Leave me alone. I'm tired of you. Oh, he's gone. Okay, he's gone. I've got a crowbar. I've got wire. I've got like, bolt cutters. Or I mean, I've got like, hedge clippers. I got a shovel. I got piano wire. I got so many different ways I could take this guy down. Or you're trying to tell me I'm running from him? All he's got is a cleaver. I'm getting sick and tired of him. Wait till I find a bolt for this crossbow. I'm gonna summon him on purpose and I'm gonna blast him. I'm gonna get him. So anyways, all right, the piano wire. Hang on. I was wondering if I got it just all right. So it already had it just needs like a new bolt. Not. I don't know what I was trying to read. So what would the piano wire work with? Trying to think. Is there something we need that for? Piano wire. I'm trying to think. Is there anything like we've seen where we could use it? I'm trying to think like what applications it could have. That's got me mad. You know, the fact I'm gonna go up there and they did that on purpose just to spite me. I got rid of him, whatever. I knew when I turned the jukebox on, it was gonna summon him. I knew when I played that piano, he was gonna be on me. But like I said, I could use that in my advantage. Once I realized I got a bowl or whatever, I can summon him on purpose and just shoot him. Like I said, you can't do anything with that. In chat, y'all can stop laughing. I know you're laughing about that. Y'all can stop laughing. I can imagine him like I can imagine the guy. I just escaped like between the man because he hears me up. I just imagine like the protagonist here just like banging on the piano, like playing chopsticks, or just like being and then like you know the killer's like, and then just like comes storming back up. All right, but like I said, I got piano wire. I don't know if I got to combine it with anything. Yeah, I mean, he is going to come in and stab me. Or hack me. I mean, you don't really stab with a cleaver. I mean, realistically, I'd have like tactical advantage. You know, like with a cleaver, you know, you got to like do like that with the motion. I mean, while he's doing that, I can just get him first. So ain't no one going to tell me I couldn't like take him down with you know, this knife I've got. Or bop him with a crowbar. Okay, that wasn't even me. That's bullshit. Y'all cheated. They cheated. I didn't turn the television. Okay, now the game's trying to pick at me. Don't do that again now. I was nowhere near that TV. Stiff course fur feels to the cold to the touch. Where like this once has now gone. Yeah, no shit. All right. Before we continue, guys, I'm gonna take like a really quick break or whatever. I mean, obviously the next ad break doesn't start for a bit, but let's just say like the soda's kind of like, you know, works its way through my system. I'll be right back. Alright. I'm back, guys. So, I'm still wanting to find this crossbow bolt so I can whoop this guy's ass. I'm tired of him, like, following me around. He don't know me. I'll be done, went up, back up there, hit behind the, I'll be done, slam my hand down on the piano, alert him back to come out, back up there, hide me on the mannequins, and when he comes out, I just, like, start choking him out with the piano wire. I'm just thinking of all these different ways I can take this guy down, not even knowing, like, if it's actually gonna affect him. I mean, he's like just some kind of, like, fungus monster. I know what I need a Charmander. I just need a grass type. I mean, I just need a fire type. Alright, so that's the thing. We got all these tools to work with. I just don't know, like, what I can, I gotta get that doll out of my inventory. That's, like, a priority number one. I'm just trying to think, what can I use the piano wire for? I feel like I'm running out of places I can go. Okay, hold on a second. Alright, let's process this. So, okay, never mind. Alright, let's lead the right way. Try over here. Loudly my ass! Oh crap, here he comes. I knew it! I can't even sneeze in this game without him showing up. I will jump out and bop you in the back. I could do it right now. I got a shovel. I could smack him in the back of the head with a shovel and then tie his feet together with a piano wire. Better run. Despite my fear, I've got a whole arsenal. I could put the ring on and punch him in the face and knock him out. Let me see. I could, like, clip his fingers off where so he can't, like, hold the cleaver. I mean, even though, like, I don't, like, have, like, a bolt, like, in the thing is, I ain't in a bolt. No, I'll tell y'all straight up right now. I will put that crossbow in there and fire the crossbow at him. I will improvise. I will take this knife and put it in there and, like, and make that into a makeshift bolt. Y'all don't know me. I'll get innovative. Do not tell me I won't find a way to kick this guy's ass, because I will. If I could. Alright. I'm still trying to figure out the whole thing with the padlock here. Because apparently, like, this key right here doesn't work. Alright. So, apparently nothing... Can I break the bowl? That's worth a try. I'm trying to think. What could the padlock be used? I mean, so we got like a rusty, well, we already used the rusty saw or something. Just, I'm worried like some of this stuff may just be, I mean, I feel like if it couldn't be used anymore, to take it out of my inventory. That's what I've done with several things. I'm just not sure exactly, because I'm pretty sure everything here is going to have a use. I just got to, like, figure out what the use is. Yeah, no shit, it goes back to the backyard. How would you get stepping? See, we still need 3 more rubies. Alright, James, think. You got all this stuff in the inventory. Obviously, there's gotta be, like, some kind of purpose to it. Something you can do, like, you can use this stuff for. So, what can you do? What would work? I mean, obviously, we got, like, MacGyver's in here. Garbage bags. I thought that was, like, foliage. Garbage bags are mostly filled with spoiled food, wrappers, and old clothes. There doesn't seem to be anything. So, right, we got a hoarder here. All I know is they said like there's something inside the doll, but I ain't got no what. I said me. I swear if I. hold up. I think I tried to use this before and it didn't work. So if it's something smaller, let's try a screwdriver. I'll probably just smash this thing. I like how I'm just trying to use all, like, you know, these different solutions that I would probably just brute force it. I like use to brute force it, and nothing's working. Let's just stab the bear. Right, let's go back up here. See. We'll put it back on then. Shush. Okay, I'm confused here. I got all this stuff and nothing that, you know. See, there's this right here. Sort of latch inside the hexagonal opening of this plaque. You can't seem to manipulate it. Try a screwdriver. Hexagonal. I don't know why I'm even trying to bowl. I know I got a bowl in my inventory. I said hexagonal. Wait, hold on, that's hexagonal. Well, I don't think it's gonna... You push the ring into the opening and something clicks. The water quickly... I'll take that. Take the shiny green object out of the drain basin and I was surprised to see what it's emerald. Okay, now I'm concerned here because, again, like, you know, the whole thing with, like... Alright, so this is no one for the statues. Let's not forget... I'm wondering if it could be the ones I get all of them, whatever, if it ain't the right combination. Alright. Progress to an extent, rogues. I just thought about it. Hold on. Can we... Well, so we'll try. So we did that. I just don't get... Like, literally, like, you'd figure, like, you can crush, like, the doll in it. That's the only thing that's pissing me off about that. Like, logically speaking, I'll put the doll in there and crush it. That was on me that time. Here he comes. Good for you. Alright, Fungus Boy, let's do this. That one was on me, because I was trying to click the VCR. At least he's easy to get away from. I mean, I just gotta make sure I don't fail this. But it don't really seem there's, like, consequences for, like, losing to him. Or, like, you know, getting killed by him. Because I just get sent back to the opening thing, and that's it. It's just, this is a nightmare. Got it. Punk. Alright, Oh, that's just cheap. I know you didn't. I know they didn't. I got concerned there. I thought for a second he was actually about to come out and jump me. Like, even the house is trying to get me in trouble. So he keeps saying, like, small hole. What else can we use, like, a hacksaw for? One thing I'm trying to think about. There's, like, so much. So, I mean, I was just the music box. Hang on. I think I have. Hang on. I keep on feeling like there might be something else in here, but man, I wonder if I can the sun needs to be blocking from the other side, so I couldn't, like, you know, yeah, I couldn't, like, you know, do anything about that. Can I crowbar it? Ornamental egg. Oh boy. No way to open it. You know, you could have pried the stupid thing, moron. Who does that? Oh my god. Jeez. It wouldn't let me access it. All right, well, okay, well. And I think I might already have an idea for the egg. Jeez. Take the L. Go away. They really want me to get caught by him that time. I wonder if it's actually supposed to get harder each time, but I don't know. It did seem like there's a few times where, like, there's some times where it seems like it's more steps, sometimes where it is not as many. So I wonder if I can crack this. You place the egg into the vise and tighten it. The egg bulges with pressure before exploding. A gold key falls out, and I know where to take it. All right, Rogues, now we're starting to get somewhere again. All right. But again, this definitely so far out of all the games I played has pretty much become my favorite, I think. And this has actually been like a lot of fun. Judged by the size of the space room and the furniture within, this must be no other than the master bedroom. Oh yeah, I totally would vibe with this. I'm digging this. There's definitely some nice digs here. I said dig one too many times. Was that 12? I wasn't really paying much attention. All right, I need to keep. It looks like it actually did. It puts them on there in order you collect them. September 20th, 1987. This weekend, I randomly started breaking out in hives. There are itchy bumps all over my arms and face, but put some algae cream on my skin. It seems to have helped a little. All right, he said itchy, guys. Bear with it. He's going. Now, if he says tasty, everyone watch out for him. Inside the drawer, you find a worn journal with most of the pages torn out of it. A loose page falls out and you take it. Well, I've been finding the rest of it, so. They didn't make it. Yep, he went itchy tasty, guys. Our boy just went itchy tasty right there. Looking through the drawers, you find clothing, underwear, and other private but otherwise unmarkable items. You're in the worst, you yank back the covers and are relieved to find it's only a mannequin. That's the worst. Talking about like fearing the worst. That's the worst. You move the chair away and the door's unblocked. Is this all that time it was a freaking chair. This quiet room is lined with bookshelves and the stale odor of old books. It seems like an ideal place to get some work done. Okay, yeah, this definitely looks cozy. Number 6. Yeah, so I just gotta keep in mind it's in the order I collect them, so. August 11th, 1987. Cheryl and I got into an argument over the kids drawing on the walls in their playroom. She thinks that they're just expressing their creativity, but who will have to repaint the walls? Me. And it was me that Becky came crying to because Charlie had scribbled all over something important. Well, I thought Charlie bit her finger or something. And she wrote on the wall. Aren't kids great? Magnifying glass. I wonder if that's going to have something to do with like the writing on the walls. So at the academy, you find a stack of old computer games by LX Systems. They seem fun, but there's no time for games. Some like little meta going on there, I guess. Tea tree oil. Pulling the book and hear a metal sound. The book slides away, partially reveal a hidden passage. Turn on the computer and a series of beeps. On the black screen, there is a glowing text requesting a login password. Alright, so I just need to find the password. Apart from some blood and broken glass, this bathroom looks clean and untouched compared to the rest of the house. Ooh. You want Drina to touch this towel? Why? You can't do anything with that. You open up the cabinets to find various toiletries and bathroom cleaners. A bottle of peroxide catches your eye, so you take it. We're gonna bleach our hair or something now, too? Feel filthy, but the idea of showering here doesn't appeal to you. What happens if I do this? There we go. I wonder. No reason to do this. Perfect reason to do that. You know, I don't know what we're doing. Magnifying glass. Let me try something. It was worth a try on that too, I guess. But... Or tea tree oil and peroxide. Hold up. A chill runs down your spine as a cool night breeze sweeps over you on this balcony. Or the metal railing, you see the garden below. 16. We'll try to get like to exploring this before like he shows up. It always screaming noise. Oh no! Now he's going to itchy tasty. It always screaming noise, noise, noise. Keep it in room with door. A lot to stop me from here. It now it not feel well too. I make tea for it. I must drink tea. What? Now he didn't go full on itchy tasty or whatever. You know he went an ignorant tasty because I don't know what the fuck he just said. What the hell? Whatever, dude. I mean, make sure you wash your hands first, I guess. An expensive looking cigar has been partially smoked. Its tobacco is still fresh enough to emit a sweet fragrance. Hit the cigar butt. Try to pull up the heavy object of the rope, but it's just too heavy. We'll cut it down then. Cut the rope with the hacksaw and hear the thud of something hitting the ground below. I'm gonna laugh if this actually does something. You flip the latch and the trapdoor springs open and the ladder drops down through it. Alright, cool. What the fuck? Huh? What? Alright, so obviously whatever case is gonna be outside. So that's where we need to go. Oh! You can't rip the cloth open with your bare hands. And oh my god! Okay, do this for it. Using a trusty knife. Yeah. You slice through the cloth, remove the bundle open. Inside is a corpse clasped tightly onto something. So that's a topaz, I take it. I literally took it. One more gem to go. I don't know if it's gonna be the right combination. I don't know if it's really gonna matter in the end. So let's steal the cigar butt. I kind of want to go and see about trying to alert the guy so he shows on up so I can actually kind of like predict it or make it happen myself. Whatever, I'll do it. Come on out. Catch me if you can, ugly. I control my fate, alright? Come and get me. I kind of like did that because I feel like there's like some kind of clock or whatever. I'm guessing it's like, it must be like some kind of countdown maybe. And I kind of did that, I guess, like I'm wondering if that resets it. Okay, we're good. And also I'm just doing it just to try to spite him. I'm doing this intentionally to mock his ass at this point. Alright, I'm just curious here, because I got all this stuff. See, a lot of this ain't leave my inventory yet. I don't know what I was thinking. All right. Trying to figure this out. So we got like this. That you having like MacGyvering stuff here. I don't know. I was like just. Cause see, that's the thing. I'm seeing something right there. You look right there. There's definitely something on the wall. I'm seeing like looks like directions. Don't know what's to, but we're gonna find out. I suppose. I'm just wondering like what we gotta like use this other stuff for. I feel like there's maybe like something in here I might have missed. Don't flush the toilet. Ah, shit. Better take your ass on. I knew it. I knew that I should not have messed with that freaking toilet. I was hoping there was gonna be something in it, but oh no, he's got alert like, you know, just groundskeeper grass ass. You know, you figure eventually you catch on, knowing I'm like hiding right here in this bush. How incompetent you gotta be, dumbass. Gonna like speed up in just a second. I knew it. All right, at least I only failed the last one. Go away. I mean, at least reset the timer. All right. So I'm curious about what the tea tree oil would be for. I can't remember like the actual medicinal benefits for. I mean, I know I've used it like for my hair before, but I mean, it smells nice, but that's not my fault. They're trying to get my ass busted here. House is working against me. It ain't even right. Like, it makes you wonder you have to, like, use it on they want you to use it on a tree. So, where this lesson has to do with the ants here? Like, you wonder if I gotta combine something. Wait a minute. I was wondering if I actually, like, they want me to, like, shine that on them, but... Like, it seems like they're putting, like, a lot of emphasis on the ants. There's not really much we can do. What the hell? Wait a minute. She's got the doll in her hands. Yeah, okay, so... Obviously, I'm supposed to do something with that, but... Let me try to get back to the garage. If I really want to, I could leave right now, but I ain't doing that. So I feel like there's definitely like something more to this. It's just still this thing right here is what I'm confused about. See, it said a round stem looks like it would fit a small lock. I'm trying to think about, like, you know, where we've seen, like, you know, locks before. I mean, I know we tried the music box, but, I mean, there was a music box there, but that didn't work. I don't think it goes to this. So... Let me go back and check on this again real quick, because... I think like tobacco, like what could that be used for? Alright, so nothing really we can do out here. I'm definitely kind of stumped right here. Yeah, this is definitely kind of throwing me off here on exactly whatever's going on. Like what we gotta do. Trying to think, what can I use the tea tree oil for? Or tree tea oil, or whatever. And we just got one more of these things we gotta find. Like I say, it's just a whole matter of like we can't get down in there. Like I'm definitely like just confused on what I'm supposed to be doing here. See, because that's the thing, this broke or whatever. I don't know if they're trying to say I need to fix this string or what's going on. That's a good thing nothing happened. Like, I'm trying to think, what tea tree oil be used for? Okay. I don't know if I did this, but... Right. I keep on, like, wondering what the whole point of the doll is. I have a feeling the doll is, like, you know, it's got, like, what else I need, but... Alright, so the device no longer opens. See, because I'm guessing, like, the peroxide and the tea tree oil is, like, how we gotta mix that ingredient thing, like Amber was saying, or whatever. Maybe that's what the oil's for, too, but... You know, it may not hurt to go up here and try this. Hear if I did it before or not, but... Damn it. Like nothing's right shape for it. Alright, yeah, also... Yeah. Alright, guys. So hopefully I can figure this out. So we got like a piano wire and everything, and like I tried all this on this doll or whatever. I mean, we tried the wrench. Oh, I need to keep moving or whatever, but it was the fucking knife. You stick the rusted knife into the doll's stomach, ripping it open. Inside you find a small aluminum key and miss the stuff. Now we find the oh my god. The doll had the key the whole time. Here we go. And haunting tune fills the air inside a pair of red tinted glasses. Watch this. Come and get me. And I'm going right back to my usual hiding spot. I'm gonna hide my ass in this bush. I could just smack him in the back of the head with a shovel and he wouldn't even know it. He's close enough. Oh, yeah. I'm so sick and tired of him. So we got, like, was it 3D glasses? I already know. I just thought about it. The writing upstairs is blue and red, and by all accounts, that's basically how 3D glasses would work. Already got the solution to that. Okay. At least the doll's out of my inventory. Finally! Hate that infernal thing. Wasn't it right here? You just scribble through the glasses and arrows suddenly materialize out of the story. You memorize them. Use the directions. Alright, we got that at least. Now, hopefully, if it's a winding thing, it should work on the grandfather clock too, if we're lucky. We do still have it, right? Nope. Trying to think, what would this be for? Directions, huh? Where was there? Was there somewhere else where we had like a little small hole or whatever? I still don't know what we gotta use a screwdriver for. Okay, so... ah, God. Hmm. I just cut down the tree. Worth a try. Alright. So I'm guessing like these three things are gonna involve like me making that mixture. I'll find a reason to do it. Maybe the spoon's gonna be the stirred or something. Alright, Alright, think, James. What else can we do? I saw that head. I know I saw a head in there for a second. They ain't fooling me. It's still mostly full, so I'm trying to think, like, you know. So for the... It's probably like just something I'm not even really thinking. Obviously, I'm not thinking of, but. Alright, pretty sure we're like done in here. You know? Huh. Wait, hold on. You know, I'm gonna laugh. This is actually it. I was hoping. So you can't do anything. You can't do anything with the moon. Oh, come on! I was thinking big. I was totally checking to see if I can use the cork. So this is like the only thing that's kind of like concerned, like it's frustrating here or whatever. Like there's obviously something we can do with the clock, but I can't figure out what. I don't think I've seen any kind of locks. Wait, hold up. Fudge and hack. It was here all this time. I can't believe this. Like, you know. Alright, we're good now. I can't believe that took me that long to figure out. Now this should show the brass key into the clock's face and turn it into a series of satellite clicks. The clock shines briefly, but makes an unusual grinding sound, followed by a loud snap. Fudge. Finally, something drops and rolls out from under the clock. Let me grab that real quick. Bye-bye. He's gonna show up, ain't he? You know, take your... I'm sick and tired of you. You're predictable, sir. You are predictable, and I don't like you that much. So we got a gear. I figure out what we gotta do with the gear. Eventually. Alright, so we got a gear, and I'm just trying to think, where could this go? Might just have to, like, look at it. I'm trying to think, was there anywhere where we need, like, a gear? Or something of the sort. Alright. Slowly charge cog. Alright, I'm just trying to... Oh, that's cheap! Okay, at least he ain't after me. I guess like the script, like little things like that happen, like the random things he won't come at me for. It's when I make a mistake. Alright, we got a gear, but it's just like I'm finding all these things I don't really know what to do, what to use them for. So I'm getting items or whatever, like plenty of items or whatever here. I'm like I'm moving forward, but then it's kind of feel like one step forward, two steps back with. I'm trying to think, what can we use the gear on? I feel like it's like for some we ain't got to yet. So items in here, is there any way we can kind of like, you know, use them? Yeah, I mean, use a steel key there. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, we just gotta get into the basement. Alright, let me... Until they have like a whole bunch of items here or whatever that still can't do anything. I got but can't do anything with. I really do feel like there's something else up here I gotta, like, you know, do. Alright, back the other way. You know, I'm going to take the sheet music. Alright. I still understand what I gotta use the cog for. All the way back to the beginning real quick. Hold up. The Pills Family, 1986, written on the back. Alright, because obviously there's like, it's failure to send to this. Unless, I think I already did it, but. Yeah. Alright, so. Oh, hang on. I figure this out. I just gotta. I don't know, because like there's only like so many. Ouch. So many places I can go. We still got like one more lion statue that we gotta. And once we get that done. I'm just curious about, like, you know, what I might be missing. I saw. Mm-mm. I don't know why his hand feels sticky. Nothing. All right. I don't know what the deal is with the directions. Jeez, I'm just feels like every time like I kind of like get a little bit far like further ahead in this game. Keep feeling like there's something I gotta like do here. Always go check. Yeah. Just like that right there, like that little crack right there seems like it's something to it. Well, when in Rome. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Because it said I couldn't do anything with it before. The mirror is like just going to smash all the mirrors now. The mirror has been shattered. The numbers 229A have been written on the wall on permanent marker. You make a note of this. And he made a note of my. Great. I think I'm about to get killed. No? Back to my usual spot. Y'all know I'm gonna beeline for it. You figure he'd learn eventually. I'm having a feeling that might be the password that we need. Easy peasy. I'm gonna find a I'm gonna get a crossbow bolt and I'm gonna shoot him. Just wait. Alright, so now that we can do this, I'm having a feeling it should be the password. You type the code into the computer, but apparently that's not the. Damn it! So what's it for then? 229. That's the only place we've seen. You know, I'm gonna just start breaking mirrors, whatever. Smash your crowbar into the mirror and it shatters. How much worse can your luck be anyway? Now. Like I did it on purpose, alright? I knew what I was doing. Leave me alone. Oh, he's totally. No, wait. I forgot I had the ladder or whatever, so I just cheesed the hell out of him. Because if I went for that ladder, I would have been dead. You would have got me. Still doesn't really help too much. So Said it wasn't like the right password. Unless... I was wondering if I could actually combine them or something. Alright. So it's probably like gonna be... I think I know it's not like a... Yeah. I knew that was pointless to do that, because I mean, I knew it was like, wasn't numerical. There's probably something in there. I don't know if I can actually smash it, but... Alright. So... It just seems like it's all... It's just... I get ahead and I, like, next thing you know, like, they pull the, you know, the rug out from up under me. Like, every time I get, like, something else or whatever, it's... I just don't understand, like, it just frustrates me that, like, you know, the combination didn't work. We got these two keys that don't go to much anything. Yet. Screwdriver, I don't know, like, what it can do. Okay. I got, like, a very, like, weird, like, you know, whole list of items here. I don't have, like, too much idea on exactly what does what. I was like, I know I could, like, leave at any time, but it seems like, you know, this might actually be, like, a possible, like, other ending. No. Oh, I wish I could have ran you over. Going right back to my bush. Yeah. I wish I had that crossbow bolt. Totally. Alright. At least, like, you know, he's only, like, killed me, like, what, twice so far? So. Alright. And then, like, what I could use a steel wire for. I think I already tried this before, too. Just wanting us to get back to the success thing. I was like doing pretty good before, and then like everything slowed down. Ah, jeez. All right, so back to this again. Well, I'm probably about to regret this, but here we go. Just so fat that this is like every time I go out here, his ass does like somehow never finds me. Whew. I'm trying. No, hold up. I'm trying to think like what can I use the wire on? I know I already tried to combine it with this before. Like, is there any kind of little... Holding up the magnifying glass, you're able to read the tiny print on the doll house with wall. Lancelot. You make a note. Tricky, tricky. Okay, finally. And right around the time Amber said it, like my magnifying glass gotta be useful for something. I get it. Hey, you can stop that right now, damn it. Is this it? You type Lancelot into the computer and the words login successful appear on the screen. You managed to access the computer with the password. You're familiar with its interface because of the computer class you took. Click here, but the system is unresponsive. Click on the trash to reveal the file that was hidden inside. Fungus said, mix peroxide, tea tree oil, and tobacco leaf. Pour over any fungus to kill it. You make a note of this. We finally have use for the bowl we've had even carried around like the entirety of the game. So we're getting somewhere, Rogues. All right. Now, I guess that's all I needed. And I've kind of got an idea on something I could use this on. I'm going to test it. There's that one thing in the shed. Take this. Or not. Never mind. I ain't gonna lie, I thought that was gonna work. Darn. I was mean, I was trying to mix it, but okay. Wait a minute. No, never mind. I forgot we already. I kind of had a. I thought about the hook, but I really already like lowered that down. So, we got something else here, but now, like, unfortunately, we still don't know exactly where to go next. I'm trying to think, what could I use the knife on? Or something else on? Yeah. So, what would we need to do? Okay. It's this right here that's still like the main issue. Figuring out how to get down into the basement. So I could like, I don't know. I can't think I could like, you know, I could loosen it up. All right. Just trying to figure this out. I feel like there's like definitely still some more stuff going on up here we need to look into. I feel like this room is kind of done. Already did that before. I'm just so confused right here, Rogues. Like, 298. Yeah, it's definitely kind of. Literally nothing's working. Like I'm curious, but it's just the whole thing about that system icon. That's the only thing. Jeez. What to do? What to do? Oh, come on now, alright? Like, I need. Throw me a bone here. We literally just got one more of the things we gotta find. Yeah, I figured that wasn't gonna work. Yeah, I'm just trying to, like, you know. It just sucks, like, I feel like everything I'm trying over here. This is very sharp to the touch and everything. I just don't know, like, what it is that we got where they can still be used and. I know this ain't gonna work. I'm trying to figure out, like, because apparently the answer... Unless I... Hold up. So what is it that we gotta do here? Because obviously I feel like they're sent to the ants, because why would they be down there otherwise? Right about to show back up. Go ahead. I just thought about the chandelier. But motherfucker. Yeah, and right when you said that, right when you said it, I got it. Try the number code you found in the bathroom. The lock clicks and the safe pops open, revealing the white... Now we're talking. That's all else we need. Watch Dork show up at some point. He's overdue. Lightning there, though. Jeez. So I guess the order didn't really matter. Various directions. I wonder. Left. Maze gives way to a clearing where a solitary statue is and ensconced among the hedge walls. A quiet stillness hangs in the air. You take it. I take what? Let that jack... You. I literally... Oh my god. I'm about to die. You. Screw you. Leave me the hell alone. Trembling finger pulls the trigger and the crossbow fires his bow right into the eye hole of the man's mask. He screams, "Good! Screw him! I'm done with him! Do not get back up!" And collapses to the ground. After making sure he's not moving, you search his body and find a rusted iron key. Now I ain't gotta worry about him stalking me anymore, thank God. That guy sucked. Can I go back in? Can I explore around at my own leisure now? I'm guessing, okay, so I'm guessing, you have to use the directions, okay. Finally can... So I wonder if, like, just a lot of this stuff is just things they kept in the inventory that... I'm so curious about that piano wire. Finally can go down here and see what's so important down. Wires of ventilation ducts hang overhead in this dismal basement, doing little to relieve the sweet pungent must that permeates here. You wouldn't dream of touching that, I would hope not. Inside the dryer is what appears to be the remnants of a long-gone animal's nest. Wash is empty and has a very stale and musty odor. Journal entry 17. I'm just glad that as far as I guess this my guy's not gonna be stalking me anymore. Be great. Light hurt. Hide light. Head hurt. Bright light. Bright light. More bumps on face. Light hurt. Bombs hurt. Doctor drink more tea to feel. Bye wipe. Bye. Yeah. Okay. He went full on itchy tasty. No, he went full itchy tasty right there. I'm sorry. I mean, it's sad and everything, but this you can tell they definitely got some Resident Evil reference there too. Like, you know, now he went full itchy tasty. You don't have any fuses to replace the ones that burn out. You don't really want to mess with the ones that haven't. Try to open the front panel, but it's no use. It's firmly secure. Says you. I finally get to use my screwdriver. You need to open the sliding lock. Unlock the doors at the top of the... Okay, so that's what that was. Finally gotta use my freaking screwdriver. Using a screwdriver, you unfasten the screws holding the panel on and it falls to the floor. Poke around the gearbox with your finger, but there isn't much you can do with it. Well, it's a good thing I got one then. We don't clock from the clock if it's perfectly into the set of gears. Oh, that right there. You pull the lever with all your might, but it doesn't budge any. Oh no, it's not. Spray the penetrating oil on the base of the lever. You pull the lever easily, but nothing happens. Looking at the broken wires, you... Oh my god! Alright, hold on. Let me try it on this. Alright, so obviously there's gotta be something... let me see here. Again, one step forward, two steps back. Wait, hold on. Those wires. Using the piano wire, you tie the damaged wires together. A spark of electricity zaps your fingers and you catch a whiff of ozone. You pull the lever easily and the gears begin turning. The bar across the door slides out easily. Step into a scene that makes your mind reel with horror. An entire room covered in various manifestations of pulsating fungi. Not for much longer. Bye-bye. Pour the fungicide onto the wall and it begins shaking violently, emitting a high-pitched sound. You run outside. Alright guys, hang on. Like, ad starts in, then we'll do what? Maybe the ending, we'll see. Be right back. I hate the timing was bad, like on that right after I took that thing out. But let's see what's going on here, Rogues. A faint cry is drowned out by the crackle of the flames, which warm you as you watch the house burn. The nightmare is over. The end. You had 2 bad dreams while you were trapped in Night Manor. It's pulsating on their head. Oh! Well. Alright. Yes. And I got a cherry disc from it. Alright, so yeah, guys, we actually got a cherry from that, which, if I'm right, cherry is like, you know, basically above gold. So I guess that means like we fully completed Night Manor. And I am definitely. Alright, we got our first cherry. So yeah, guys, I mean, that took me about like 3 hours or whatever. Probably would have been like, took me like, I feel like I probably could have figured some of it out a little bit quicker if I wasn't, you know, tired. But at least, you know, one thing I'm happy about is the fact that, you know, outside of like a couple of suggestions here or there from Amber or whatever, I pretty much figured out like, you know, all of it by myself and everything. And that was an absolutely fun game. I mean, that was like such a blast. And also I noticed that I thought my heart rate was like, you know, I thought that was glitched or something, like it wasn't moving. But yeah, that was like such a fun game, like no doubt about it. And it kind of like really has me want to kind of go and dive into some more of them, more in depth in the future. Because like I said, I know I want to play like Caramel and the Koala one and everything. Like the, you know, that one right there, you know, Block Koala. And there's like others too that I want to like play, like Warp Tank and, you know, Mooncat and everything. There's like several here that I do want to play. And some that I probably just will only like really want to do off stream because it's not really like as much as far as plot's concerned. But, like some of the ones I really do want to kind of like dive into in the future. I know that, you know, Minnie and Max, that's one I want to, you know, jump into. Yeah, Minnie and Max. I can't remember if Avenger was one of them. Yeah, but Minnie and Max, it was, yeah, Minnie and Max. I can't remember if it was Ping Golf. There's like several here, you know, I definitely want to like do, but yeah, I know, but Minnie and Max is like one of the main ones. Mooncat, and I'm sure, like, I can't remember if it was Velgris. But there's like, you know, several here that I definitely do want to do, but like one of the main ones, of course, is Warp Tank. I want to get into Warp Tank because I remember like I was having like a lot of fun with that one. Yeah, Warp Tank was one of them, and then there was another here. I can't remember like which one it was. I don't think it was Vanger. Let me actually see if it was Vanger. Yeah, Vanger. Yeah, obviously I want to get in this one just because it definitely seems like it's. I mean, it's obviously got like this whole thing right here, like with the gravity and everything. That's another one I'm gonna like definitely, you know, get into eventually. But overall, I pretty much, you know, did what I wanted to do. We completed Night Manor in one go. The only thing that like sucked about this is that my YouTube stream wasn't live like I thought it was. So I'm gonna have to like, you know, get that export to YouTube. I'll make sure I get on that. Probably after I get some rest. I might actually go and work on getting it like exported to YouTube, go and get it out of the way. But overall, though, Night Manor was an absolute blast, and so far it's been my favorite game of the collection. But I also know that, you know, that's a little bit of bias on it, I guess, because I've spent more time. I mean, between that and Porgy, those are like the games I spent the most time on here. And I still think I spent more time on Porgy than Night Manor. So I definitely do want to go in and like play some more of these over time. Because again, Caramel, that's one I want to do. Which that one I believe is right. Let's see. Caramel, I think, if I'm right. Which one was it again? I remember like what the icon for it was. Where was Caramel? I mean, like, yeah, Caramel, that one right there. I know like everyone loves Party House or whatever, but I mean, I haven't really like, you know, kind of got the hang of that. But that was like, one of the more popular games on here. But yeah, I mainly wanted to go on this just like complete Night Manor, and we got it done. I thought it was gonna take me at least like 2 streams, but I did in one go, and I'm definitely content with that. So with that being said, like I did like a raid earlier this morning or whatever. And I would go ahead and do another one right now, but I just want to go ahead and go try to get some sleep, so I hope you guys understand. But I'm definitely gonna like work on raiding another channel tonight. Yeah, because I need to sleep. I'm gonna at least like try to get like, I want to like hopefully like try to like rest till like maybe like 4 p.m. or something. I don't know, is that like, I mean, I definitely need to recharge, because again, this is like, 2 streams I did here, and I got another 2 I gotta do like later on. But either way, this was Night Manor Rogues. Had absolute blast playing this, and if you guys haven't gotten UFO 50, definitely jump on it. Like I said, I myself, I really can't wait to like, get the once I show you all this again. I definitely, can't wait to grab this. So I don't know when I'm gonna like. I definitely want to get the pre-order in. I'm hoping that like they won't sell out of it, but I really do want to get like this UFO companion, just because how cool this looks. Again, like it kind of like reminds me of like the old like strategy guides, like from the 90s and early 2000s. And in fact, they actually went and did something, so awesome like this. It has like, I guess, like lore, tips through the games and everything, which kind of like helped me out for like the ones I want to go and like try to get like the cherries for, like, off stream. And again, it has like stickers and all that. And again, it just makes me think like Nintendo Power, and again, like I believe it was the Prima. Was it Prima? I'm pretty sure it was Prima. It's been like, I know like they basically pretty much got discontinued because the internet and all that. Yeah, Prima strategy guides. And I just think this is like a really cool concept. They have like artwork and everything, and it has like even like comic books that definitely scream Nintendo Power there. I really, want to get my hands on this. Not just because like, just to read it, just because it's actually some physical, UFO 50 merch. And they got like all this right here too. They got like the Party House guest pins, plush of Pilot. I even like kind of like want to get that. I think that shirt's pretty cool. But honestly, I think this is pretty awesome too. Like they have like this whole deluxe edition here that would be like a nice thing. That'd be pretty cool to have. But I wish they had like a PlayStation version, because I mean, that's for the Switch, but I wish this would come out, if it came out for the PlayStation, that'd be great. But also, like, consider how much I love this. I think it also, like, just the fact they have like an actual Night Manor shirt here. I mean, I don't know how I feel about that jackass being on the cover, but yeah, like the only thing about it is like, it's like I would try to jump on this, but it's also a long sleeve. I'm not really a fan of that. But but I just kind of think it's pretty cool that Night Manor, and out of like all the games on there, the main ones, because I can't remember like what Slard was for. Alright, so I guess from Pilot Quest. I think I did actually see some of them, yeah, from Pilot Quest. But yeah, the fact that Pilot Quest, Party House, and Night Manor, and I can understand definitely with Night Manor and Party House, 'cause I think like those are like 2 of the main ones that like stand out on this. Like I think like a lot of stuff I've seen, like people have said like their favorite games, and like their favorite games that are either Party House or Night Manor. I think Party House is usually, I think, considered like probably like the most popular game of like UFO 50 from what I've read. Like everyone loves Party House for some reason. I haven't really like dove into it a whole lot, but what little bit I saw, it did seem like kind of guess I understand why it was addicting. I didn't understand what the hell I was playing, but I guess that's like one reason I want to get the UFO companion. Maybe it'll kind of like teach me some more about these games. Like obviously check the wiki. That's gonna be a pretty interesting read when I get it. So I'm gonna probably like maybe hopefully like pre-order that like next month or something. Anyways, that being said, guys, I'm gonna go and call it here. What I think of those came and hung out with me for this, even if you guys just lurked. I'm gonna go and like try to get this exported to YouTube, so that'll be up on there. But yeah, Night Manor was absolutely amazing, and for those that haven't played UFO 50, I definitely recommend it. Even though if you just watch me play through Night Manor, you know what happens. But I'm also thinking I probably could have like had like things could have went completely different if I just would like started the car up. So I'm thinking that would have been like another ending, but who knows how that would have went. But anyways, with that being said, you guys are awesome. Thank you for coming out and hanging out with me for this one. I'll be live again tonight after I rest, and when I get up, I'm probably gonna go like grab some food, and I'll try to be live. I definitely won't be live late like I was the last 2 nights. I'm gonna be live much earlier, but I'll be live with 10 Bells, and also one last clip, which are both anomaly detection games. Should be a pretty interesting time like trying those out. Until next stream, guys, much love. Thank you guys for coming out and hanging out once again, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.